Have you ever had a dream that felt so real, it left you shaken for days? For one young woman named Clara, a recurring nightmare turned her peaceful nights into a realm of terror. It all started subtly. Every night, as Clara drifted off to sleep, she'd find herself back in her childhood home. But this wasn't the warm, loving place she remembered. A chilling silence filled the air and a sense of dread hung heavy in every room. In the dream, she would always be drawn to her grandmother's old rocking chair, sitting empty in the corner of the living room. At first, it would just rock gently on its own. Creak, creak, creak. The sound was unnerving, echoing in the unnatural quiet. But as the nights went on, the dream grew darker. A figure began to appear in the chairwoman who looked like her grandmother, but twisted, her loving smile replaced by a malevolent grin, and her eyes glowing with an eerie cold light. This wasn't her beloved grandma. It was a demonic mockery. Each night, the entity would beckon to Clara with a long, gnarled finger, its voice a rasping whisper that seemed to crawl under her skin. It never spoke words she could understand, but the intent was clear. It wanted something from her. Clara would be frozen in place, a silent scream trapped in her throat, unable to run or look away. The dream started to bleed into her waking life. She'd hear the faint sound of a rocking chair in empty rooms or catch a fleeting glimpse of a shadowy figure from the corner of her eye. Sleep became something she feared. The exhaustion was overwhelming, and the constant anxiety made her feel like she was losing her grip on reality. Was this just a nightmare, or was something truly sinister reaching out to her from the other side? Desperate, Clara started researching dream interpretation and folklore about spiritual attachments. She learned about protective symbols and how to ground herself in reality before sleeping. She filled her room with calming scents, played soothing music, and began a nightly ritual of meditation, focusing her mind on positive, peaceful thoughts. She visualized a protective barrier of white light surrounding her as she fell asleep, a shield against the darkness. Slowly, things began to change. The nightmare didn't vanish overnight, but its power started to wane. The demonic grandmother's image became hazier, its voice fainter. Clara's fear was replaced by a growing sense of control. She realized the entity fed on her terror, and by refusing to be afraid, she was starving it. One night, in the dream, she finally found her voice. Instead of screaming, she stood firm and told the figure, "You have no power over me." The entity shrieked, a sound of pure rage and frustration. And then it dissolved into smoke, leaving the rocking chair still and silent for the first time in months. Clara woke up, her heart pounding, but for the first time it was from relief, not fear. The nightmare never returned. Clara's story is a powerful reminder that sometimes our greatest battles are fought within our own minds. The strength to overcome our deepest fears often lies within us, waiting to be unlocked. If you've ever experienced something similar or are struggling with overwhelming nightmares or anxiety, please know you're not alone. Talking to a mental health professional can provide you with tools and support to navigate these challenges. Your well-being is the top priority. Thanks for listening, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more stories like this. Stay safe and take care.